I'm very, very happy to welcome Lesley to the show. Lesley, thank you so much for joining us.
It's good to see you, Camilla.
It's always good to chat to you. Now, you are one of the most talented artists I know. How did you get to be a painter, as it were?
Well, that's a long story. It started when I was 5.
Wow.
I had an operation and my grandfather bought me paints while I was in hospital. And I can remember then deciding I'm going to be an artist when I grow up, and I've always stuck to it. But then I guess I think everything requires practice, so people think you're born with a talent. I don't necessarily agree. I think you do what you enjoy and you practice and you become more successful. And for me, I've always encouraged with my art. And I'm more of I'm a drafts person, not a painter. I love drawing, and I'm still doing it today. I've got a new show coming up soon.
Tell us more about that.
Well, I've been burning, which is very exciting. It's a bit like etching into wood with a burning instrument, and I've been drawing into it, and I'm very excited with the technique, and it looks great.
Oh,
but they're portraits of people I know, people that come through TAP, for the book that's coming up. Well, there's a book coming up, the story of TAP, the history of TAP, and that's on the boil and coming to get to fruition this year.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Now, Lesley runs the Tap Gallery in Sydney, just to let everybody know. It's such a wonderful place, and it's such a great place for artists of all calibers to display their works, isn't it?
Well, I started that when I went, for the second time I went to art school, and couldn't figure out how to get into dealer galleries and become a successful artist and sell your work. We just started up studios that unfolded into gallery and just became bigger and bigger. And it was regarded once as an annex of the National Art School because I was a student and all the students exhibited there. But that was the beginning of TAP, and we've had 4 venues since. We've moved on many occasions. We relocate. So it's the philosophy of TAP that's the most important thing, and it's about welcoming all artists, giving them the opportunity to have an exhibition or anything really in the cultural vein, film, even performance and music. We like all of those cultural pursuits, welcoming everybody and guests too. A lot of galleries can be very austere when you don't feel like you're welcome when you walk in. Well, what we try to do is welcome everybody.
It's a very friendly space, isn't it? And anyone can sort of come and display your work. You don't have to be sort of an Archibald winner.
No, anybody's welcome. Extremely active too, because we have changing shows weekly. I don't know any other gallery as busy as us in the changing shows, and it is hectic, but we also run an internship program, and we have a lot of volunteers, including Work for the Dole, which really suits us because a lot of artists are unemployed and they can come here and learn about managing galleries and get benefit from something that is really relevant to their lives.
What keeps you inspired and continuing? Because it must be quite hard work.
It is hard work, and it is 7 days a week. When you're dedicated, when you're an artist, you've got it in your blood. And mixing is a joy for me, really, because I meet so many wonderful and talented people, and I have made an immense amount of friends running Tap Gallery. So it's extremely rewarding for me. It is my lifestyle, and I love it.
Now, what would you say to aspiring young artists out there?
Come and have a shot at Tap Gallery.
Absolutely. How much does it cost to hang a painting?
Well, we're a non-profit organisation. I don't harp on that a lot, but the thing is that nobody gets paid a wage. So the artist that comes in pays what we pay rent. Very affordable in comparison. I've checked other spaces out. They're far more expensive. All we do is charge them what we pay rent. So there's no profit involved in that. Many people have been here over all the years, and yes, it's a great little hub.
So tell us about this beautiful creation, Lesley. It's wonderful.
Well, this lovely piece of ply I found on the street and dragged home. Actually, I found about 6 of them, which was really exciting, and that's what started me on the project. I thought I could burn onto that, and I got a thing on the internet called a pyrograph. You call it a pyrograph, which is a bit like a soldering iron, and it burns red hot at the end, and you can get different textures. So you can actually burn into the wood, and you can see it actually caught on fire in bits because I'd left it on too long, and it goes pop. It's a very exciting, dynamic technique. I love just the fact that there's still beautiful bits of wood grain in there, and that there are industrial markings on the pieces of wood, but more to the point, the subject matter. This is Norrie May Welby. Norrie May Welby is an old friend of mine, but also somebody who's made a big difference, particularly in the gender area of politics, because I don't remember last time we voted you were either female, male or other. Norrie May Welby is one of the others who had a sex change from male to female. Norrie's story, not mine to tell, but it's a very interesting one, and Norrie's an incredibly intelligent, knowledgeable person. But she rides around Newtown with bubbles coming out of the back of her bike, and she's a very colourful character. But not only that, somebody with a great mind. So I had a lot of enjoyment doing that portrait because I know Norrie so well.
You've really captured her spirit, haven't you? It's beautiful. I love the technique and the fact that it's on wood. It's almost very pliable. Great technique, Lesley. It's really something you can pioneer.
Doesn't it look lovely though? It's better than drawing. I love the burn.
Looks like texture of hair. It really does. Wow. Well, thank you so much for talking to us again. I really appreciate it.
Oh, it's great to talk to you.
And all the best for the Tap Gallery. We're going to keep an eye out, aren't we? tapgallery.org.au or Tap Gallery on Facebook, guys, and you can come and see beautiful works of art like this. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks, Lesley.
Thanks, Camilla.